It's Jeff at stopthepirates.blogspot.com. I'm going to do a quick video about this because I recently came across this 1934 $20 bill, and you'll notice on it, these are all out of circulation now, but this has the B on it, and this is from 1934, and it says on it, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, and is redeemable in lawful money at the United States Treasury or at any Federal Reserve Bank. So in 1933, with House Joint Resolution 192, you had to turn in all your lawful money. Lawful money is like your gold and silver coins. They took all that out of circulation, and but I thought it was just interesting that up until the 70s, I guess, or maybe even a little bit before that, 71, when they went off the Nixon went off the gold standard. But here's a newer 20. This is from 2009. The Federal Reserve note, and you can see it's interesting that they have the signature of the Treasury of the United States, and it's if you go to the website treasuryoftheunitedstates.gov or whatever it is, you can Google it. It's a Puerto Rican trust. They're based in Puerto Rico, and we used to think today, here's a $1 bill. This has the these are all drawn off your Sustake Trust, which is located at one of the Federal Reserve banks in the United States. So if you look at the back of your Social Security card, there's a letter and then a series of 8 numbers. The 8 numbers is your account number. And if you look at the letter, like this one has a D on it, which is Ohio Federal Reserve Bank. And you go to the Ohio, I don't know if they still have them, but I have them, all the routing numbers. You can get the routing numbers, then you have your account number on the back of your Social Security card. Some people have done ACHs over the phone, and that's gone through to pay some public debt. But I didn't notice this until recently. I came across a $2 bill, and this is a 2009 $2 bill, and this one also has the is drawn off the Sustake Trust account, or the when your birth certificate is bonded, they issue these notes off of that. Remember when the $2 bills came out? And on the back you have this little scene here, which is a Declaration of Independence, 1776. They're all sitting around. They declared their independence. But half of these guys were all spies for the king. And then here's a new 100, right? And it's interesting that the both signatures are on the right side, or depending on how you're looking at, on the left. Secretary of the Treasury in the United States Treasury. So they're both in the on the public side, and over here on the private side, you see the gold in the ink well. So what this is telling me is they're drawing off the gold reserves for like 40% of this. And you remember these came out in 2009, but they didn't issue them until recently, which I think is interesting. So anyway, these are all just promises to pay, and this was an actual promise to pay, because you could take this 20 and go get lawful money, and even says right on it the difference between legal and lawful. you should delve into that. One other thing I wanted to talk about too is with people that are having trouble with the IRS. Now, I heard recently from somebody that I turned this process onto, and they said it worked pretty good for them. The IRS, because it's in the collection company for a foreign corporation, which is the International Monetary Fund, and they just they contract with you through adhesion contracts. That's where they get their their so-called authority. It's all voluntary. You volunteer, your parents volunteered you. But anyway, so if they send you an offer in the mail, and that's what they send you as offers, and what you can do, because they're a foreign corporation, they're doing business in the United States where they're not legally set up to do business, or lawfully set up to do business. They fall under the jurisdiction of the Universal Postal Union in Bern, Switzerland. So you can actually print this form off of the internet. You just Google it, IRS Form 4490. It's like 5 pages, and it's proof of claim for the Internal Revenue Service. So what you could do, or what people have done, is make all copies of all correspondences that you have received, including the envelope. Do a Google search for the forms 4490s. It's a 5-page form. Print it out. Don't fill it in, and then I would send it certified mail with a cover letter that tells them to tell the IRS to fill this form out and get it back to you within 15 days. Okay. And send it back to the last place that sent you the letter. Be sure to include your name, address, social security number on the cover letter. Keep a copy of it and the form 4490. They're not going to respond. They never do. You send it registered mail. Send a registered mail complaint to the Universal Postal Union in Bern, Switzerland, stating that this agency is attempting to collect a debt, and they have refused to verify it. And that costs about $25 to do that. And they're using the United States mail to do it, which constitutes mail fraud. So, and then you'll get a correspondence from them, the envelope, and then you can send that to the IRS with an exhibit, and that should take care of the whole situation with the IRS. From what I understand, a lot of people are using this method and having a lot of success. Anywho, that's all I got today. Thanks. Stop the pirates. Stop blogspot.com.